Hi, it's Jez from Nigezza Creates. Thank you for joining me today. So it's Sunday. I'm going to do a haul video. I have been away for 3 weeks, although not 3 weeks immediately prior to you seeing this, because I'm doing quite a number in advance. Because whilst away, I did do a bit of treasure hunting, and I kind of got enough, I think, for 3, maybe 4 videos. I really did buy quite a bit. So this one is vintage. So nearly everything is vintage. And the first thing is never going to go in a journal, but it is going to just decorate my house somewhere. So it is an old iron. I can't remember what I paid for it, but whatever I paid for it, I was happy to pay. So yeah, it wasn't much. So yeah, I really liked it. And I might be changing a craft space. I might be swapping it into a different room in the house when my son moves out, which he says will be quite soon. So I will have room for little curiosities in the room as well, because it'll actually be 2 rooms. So yeah, that's my idea. I will be showing the process of moving, if that is in fact what I decide to do. Okay, so it's a nice paperweight actually. It'll be good to use actually, I think, for flattening tea-dyed paper. It's a very good weight. My mum used to iron with one of them. Okay, so what other? So yeah, a few more little vintage curios. So I got this, Mrs. Chucky's Family by Jean Grant. I got this one in Tavistock. I got this in Dorchester. No, Bridport. No, Dorchester, Jez. Yeah, it's definitely when I was in Dorset. I've got this in Tavistock. So 1948. And I just thought, I liked the little drawings. I thought they were cute. I have a whole section of like children's works with the intention of making a journal with it one day. And so yeah, I really like them. And yeah, and it wasn't very much money. I think there was it was in the Pannier Market in Tavistock, if you're familiar. And this was on a table where everything was £1. So I went, I'll have that for £1. I like the cover as well. Yeah, so that went in my bag. I bought this in charity shop. I think also in Tavistock, £1.50. Yeah, because I remember my brother being quite sort of taken with this, because he used to be a physics teacher. And yeah, I liked the cover. I thought I could do some sort of folio out of it, page insert, you know, little flip, flap, flop, something. Anyway, I liked it. It's just maths things. My sister-in-law, brother's wife's maths teacher. And she just went, God, the kids must have been so bored with this. So, yeah, anyway, I liked it. And so I bought it. In the Pannier Market also, I paid too much for this. But then it was offset by I bought a few things from the pound shop table. So I was quite happy so I paid a £5 for that. And then I got 5 things for £5. So the whole lot was a tenner. So I didn't mind. But I was first off, I'm going to take that £5 off so I don't cry when I look at it. Although some of you might think, oh, what a bargain. But I'm just spoiled by living in Hull, where things are cheap. So I loved this front cover. And, I think that would look nice on the spine of a journal, actually. Really like it. The back of it is just chipboard, but it's a nice colour chipboard actually. But it's cash receipt form, so they look like cheques. So one of them's been used and the rest haven't. So it's from it's sometime in the 1900s, and it's received from the sum of so many pounds, so many shillings and so many pence. So it's pre-decimalisation. So it's before 1970, whatever it was. I suspect it's a bit older than that, because I've got other cheques that are from the 60s and 40s, I think. I'm just going to go and get them to compare. Okay, so this is, I bought this off eBay. Yeah, there's so this is 1948. Oh, it does say, so this does say received the sum of so many pounds, so many shillings and so many pence. So so yeah, it does say that. I only noticed it on that one, not on this one. I love these designs here, and this one's got lots of stabs of the first. 1948 was the first one of this. Is there a date on that plate? Nope. So anyway, very similar. And I did think at the time, you don't need these because you got these, but you know, need doesn't come into me shopping. It doesn't exist. It's want. It's all want. I wanted it. I got it. Right, just chuck you there and we'll put you back in a sec. My room's an absolute tip. So yeah. So I bought this. I bought this just yesterday. So when I came home, I went on a big walk. It was so nice to be back in sort of familiar surroundings. And there's £2.60 I got for this. I liked this. So this would, I'll use that. And then we've got this. So I've got a bit of, I've got that nice chipboard as well. Quite like that. I'll obviously use that for something. Now I haven't opened this to have a look. I could see there was bits in there. There's going to be some really it's like vintage cellophane as well as vintage sellotape. Although I think that's that colour because of, oh, crinkle. What I'm saying is I think this colour is probably the result of the colour of whatever's underneath as opposed to be discoloured. But, you know, who knows. So I might, I'll speak without crinkling. I might come up with some idea for using this cellophane. I might. Maybe you can give me some ideas. Right. I don't want to lose you. I'm going to stick you up there so I don't lose you. So what have we got here? You pinned in some way. Yeah, we are all pinned. Take the pins out. Oh, goodness gracious me. Blooming easier said than done, Jez, and don't want to prick myself at all. Right, let's get these ones out the back. Talk amongst yourselves whilst I do this, but I've got to see what I've got. I'm sure you want to see it. Oh, so look at this. So I've got a lot of friends that are into slow stitching and sewing and making beautiful cloth journals. Nor in me. If you ever saw me trying to make a slow stitch journal and started watching that series, yeah, it never got finished. I think there was one episode, might have been two, can't remember, but yeah, it never happened. Right, that is quite nice. I will use that bit of card. So I was hoping that when I did this that I might see some pins, but I'm not. So big, nice big circular bit there. Right, let's get these pins out. Do you know, this obviously was bought and never used. Nice little bow there for something. Right, that's nice. So my idea, put that around the spine of a book. It's not a book, Jez, but there you go. Because that's what I like to do. So I thought, when I saw these little ones, I thought, worth it for the money, for just these wee ones. We've got, I'm going to leave that bit of writing on there because I quite like it. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I end up bleeding all over it. Let's not do that, Jez, shall we? Oh no. I did poke myself, but clearly not enough to breathe. Breathe, bleed. 1, 2, 3, 4. So is that 8 altogether? 8. So I would have paid £2.60 for the 8. I'd have paid 50p each. So I'd have paid that for less. Then we've got these bigger ones. Now, I think they're a wee bit too big for a journal spine. Let's see how big they are. So that is, yeah, that's like 9.5 inches tall. So it's a bit taller than I would normally do for a journal. And it wouldn't work on a long, tall Sally one, or it's too wide for one of them, because they tend to be, yeah, sort of 4 inches or so wide. But they're nevertheless nice. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of these as well. So I could just sort of tuck the end up a bit, and it would still go around a spine then, and it would just have a flat bit. Oh yeah, that'd work. Oh, cooking on the gas. Yeah, that works for me. So I might I might share at the next retreat. There we go. And then there's this big Whopping Girt Big one. Not a lot of use, I don't think, this Whopping Girt Big one. But I could, oh, okay. Now, because it's got that square bit, that could go up like that. That could come down like that. And that could be the cover of a journal. It could go like that. And then that could be a pocket on the back. Well, they both could be, so you could do it like that. Oh, Jez. Do it like that. No. Yes, journal cover. Could make that a journal cover, and then we've got nice fabric pockets and stuff. Yeah, that's a sort of an idea. Anybody else got any ideas? Pop them in the comments. I'd love to hear your ideas of how you might use these, because that could be a journal cover, and just make one with semicircles pages. How about that? Yeah, quite like that idea. Yeah. And these I'll just put around the spine of a journal. They could be little pockets in a journal as well, couldn't they? Anyway, that, brilliant. So now for my last vintage find. I was delighted with this. Absolutely delighted. So this is quite big. It's really long. It is. Let me get my mega big ruler out. And it is. It's 15 3/4 inches tall, and it's just under 9.5 inches wide. It's a photo album. I loved this pattern. I'm going to try and sort of create like a journal cover out of this. It's slightly padded. It's just plain on back. So I thought I might be able to use that bit. I think that's really nice, very Art Deco. I think it'd be nice. I'd probably use it the other way up. And here we are. So here's an album. Somebody's written on it. Royal Army Ordnance Corps album of my army career. So there you are. That's a big giveaway of what's it about. Look at this beautiful paper there. Really, really like that. Absolutely would use that. And then we've got this green on the side there. So this is GR Brewer, 8 Norfolk Road, Weymouth. So I got this in Dorchester. So lots of them are missing, but I think these pages are really interesting, and I think they'd make nice journal pages, and then you can slot things in. I've got another photo album that I intend to do that with. So lots, but there are, don't worry, there are pages. There we go, photos I mean. So there, I just love it. Absolutely love it. So this is Morris and myself on the 9th of the 12th, 1949. So let's just pull it out and let's see if there's anything on the back of this photo. Yeah, it is. So it was to Mum and Dad, 2 of the Forgotten Army. Oh, what a lovely bit of history. So, yeah, like that. Obviously, this person's probably died and they were doing a bit of a clear out. Nobody wanted it. What a shame. So, yeah, I just love Frank and myself. And this is a postcard here. Very nice place. It's in Ceylon. A very nice place, it said. So this is Queen Street, showing the entrance to Queen's House. Yeah, so obviously I would imagine then there must be writing on the back of all of these. No, and then she goes and shows one and there isn't. But yeah, how fabulous. And what a fabulous way of placing pictures. I wonder if I could replicate that in some way, because I think that's quite cool. So yeah, and then we've got lots of rippy. I like the writing in it. So then these ones are glued in, which I don't like quite so much because they're not as easy to use. So this is Major Chapman receiving the winning team's shield, 1950. So yeah, lovely bit of history there, wonderful photos, and I love old photos. And yeah, so I was very delighted to buy this little bit of history. These ones, I say, that they're stuck in, so if I was going to use these I'd have to cut them out I mean, I could cut them out, actually. I quite like that, with the words below, and have it as a journaling card because it's sort of plain on the back. So that works. Esport, presumably that's Singapore. Yeah, it is, it says Singapore there. It's on my bucket list to go to Singapore. I want to go to Raffles and I want a Jing Sling. So Jing Sling, Gin Sling even. So yeah. And then we've got some lovely postcards, but again, they're stuck in. Why would you do that? Well, so that's fabulous. Cairo. Would quite like to go to Cairo, I think. And these are gorgeous as well. Absolutely stunning. Taken in the Suez Canal during the 1914-1918 war. So they're nice. Probably not seeing all of these because it's so huge. Yeah. And then we've got a few plain pages there at the back and some more of that beautiful paper. So that was the last bit of my very lovely vintage haul. So really happy with these, and my lovely linens as well. So what a fabulous haul that is. So I need to sort myself out and I need to get using these and get some videos done. So hope you've enjoyed seeing that, and I will get my thinking cap on and do some things with these things. All right, thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your Sunday. See you again soon. Bye.